Hello, everybody, and welcome back to early access of the Enchanted by Nature pack. And I want to start off by thanking EA for gifting me the code for this pack and allowing me early access. Part one was such an eye-opening thing. Honestly, as I mentioned before, obviously, I tried to avoid every possible early access video and trailers and gameplay and all that I could so that it was truly a surprise for me. Now, as I mentioned last time, fairies were not really at the top of my want list, so I was really interested to see what this new pack was gonna bring, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint, okay? So, in our first part, obviously, we started by kind of going over, the town and everything else, and we obviously created Maria, and she is a fairy, and she's also becoming a naturopath, and we are discovering a lot, and to be honest, it feels like I'm still only touching the surface of what this gameplay is. What I will tell you is that I am thoroughly enjoying myself. And if you haven't seen the first part, you can catch that. It was posted yesterday, so they all have the same covers that you can kind of know which is what, and they will be divided by part 1, part 2, and probably part 3. I'm kind of hoping to complete the naturopath career, which is easier said than done, guys. So we have the apothecary skill that we are using, obviously, and we're using the table for that. And then we also have the natural living skill, which we're using, like foraging. We just recently bought the book because I didn't think it was going by fast enough for what we needed to complete this career. Now, obviously, we can sleep on the ground, we can forage for, anything and everything, we can forage for specifically what we need. Now, this is a part of the naturopath career where we can have our clients come to the house. So it's like get to work, but at your home. And that for me is amazing. I love that. I think more careers should have that, like lawyers and I mean, maybe not so much doctor, but like maybe, you know? Um, I just thought that was really cool. And now we have the same setup as all the other get to work careers. And this is our client that we have. It is obviously Brent, and I think he is also having the gnome lore ailment, which is something that Maria has had, and we have also cured Nancy Landgrab of the same thing, but we are still going to do everything that it's asking of us, like, ask about aura changes, discuss recent dreams, the primal yell, so that we can make sure that we have a 10 out of 10 day for her. We are still missing some skill, I believe. Uh, so I don't know that we would get a promotion yet. These skills are not easy to do. Obviously, we have the book and we were learning a bit quicker with the book. We were also struggling with the fun aspect because we are also trying to complete the fairy aspiration at the same time. Um, and a part of that was obviously kind of teaching us what to do and how to utilize our fairies and what their extent is and what they can do. And obviously, we've befriended fairies. We've, thrown some parties in our little fairy house, which I think is probably the cutest thing. I think that's probably one of the cutest things. The world is beautiful. We are right now in Everdew, I believe it's called, and it is stunning. Okay, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know you guys see a little infant here, and it's because we met Mr. Summerdream, who is a fairy. He's married and I think has at least one other kid. But we became woohoo partners, and then we had a little fairy baby. Obviously, it's because a part of the reason would be that I want to see how fairies are introduced within The Sims in their entire lifespan. So, because Maria is a fairy and the father is also a fairy, I want to see what how it's set up for the kids, I guess is the best way to put it. Um, right now, we have an infant, and we have not seen anything yet other than his personal plumb bob also has the little belt on it that shows that he is a fairy. So we are going to discover that a little bit at a time. And we actually did get a promotion. Oh, yes, that's right. Because I think I made sure to reach level 3 before she gave birth. Okay. So, oh my, we can bottle feed emotion potion to the infants? This is interesting. We are really discovering a whole lot. There is so much to uncover here. Like I said, I truly believe we're only touching the surface at this point. Right now, we are living on a lot in a tree, and I am loving every minute of it. Oh boy. Okay, so now we need to reach level 5 of natural living and level 5 of the apothecary skill. This is going to prove a bit difficult, I think, because we're not learning as quickly as I was thinking we would, which is kinda cool, obviously, and something else I noticed is that when we have clients come to the house, we obviously need to have the cures for everything that they could possibly have, right? But I say, like, on average, we're only really able to get through 1 client per day. So, really, if we started our day off with everything that like, all the possible ailments, and then at the end of the day, whichever one we used, we could replace. That would probably be the best system to have in this case, but we are just not really there yet. We kinda jumped in into having the kids and doing all that. So, we are kinda working faster than we probably should be, but we are enjoying ourselves. I am truly loving this ever so much. They do not have hunger, and I think that's the best part, guys. I don't know. Maybe not the best part, but I also love that they're driven by emotion. I think that that is so interesting. So it is night, and we do have little Reese who is not sleeping but completely exhausted. So, something that we can do for emotional force, we can go into our fairy house and regenerate ourselves, okay, along with other things that we can do in there. We could also absorb somebody's emotion, which is so cool. Uh, Now, obviously, we can do it without their permission, but there's also the option to ask them if we can do it, and I thought that was so interesting. Something else that was interesting that we didn't really get to figure out what happened with it was that she absorbed someone's powerful emotions. So, kinda gave her this tense mood, like, kind of like she absorbed too much of something strong and maybe she couldn't handle it. So, we didn't go back and do it again, but it was interesting to see all the different things that we could do with this. Um, this is the house that we have. We are currently working on it. I kinda wanna change it a little bit and make it more, our style. Obviously, we went in and added some other things to the bathroom. We needed a tub, obviously, for the infant, and I wanted a better quality setup for them with the funds that we had, obviously. So, we did use some sleek bathroom stuff because it is made out of, like, a concrete style setup, and, um, we threw in a couple of other things from elsewhere just to kinda give us that vibe. I do wanna like I said, I wanna change some things around. I wanna make it more our style. And also, it'll give us an option to see what was given to us. All right, so we have now sent her to work. She is struggling. Something else it says is that if her emotional force gets too low, she will indeed expire, which again is interesting. So I guess it kind of works like hunger. So, for example, if her emotional force gets too low and then she takes it or she siphons it from someone, kind of like, I guess, in the sense that a vampire would get so thirsty that it would just take drink from the nearest person without any thought. It's like unquenchable thirst or irresistible thirst or something like that. Like I did say though, we are, if you look at the needs screen here, we are struggling with fun. That is something that, even if we have um like a fairy party, it's not really giving her a lot of fun. So that is something that we're gonna have to figure out. Obviously, there's no TV, there's no computer, there's nothing like that. She is a plant lover, so we have been taking care of our plant. We actually enchanted our plant, which was super cool because then it learns to take care of itself for a while because we have live plants now. Um, we have also been using the little fairy house to do a lot of it. Take a bath, sleep, regenerate our emotions, and collect fairy dust, obviously, that's where the throw dance party option is. I don't know if they can actually woohoo in there, which would be really interesting. We have not found the woohoo option for this pack. I'm assuming it came with one. There usually is one that comes with every pack. Um, so I don't know, maybe we will ask Mr. Summer Dream on another adventure. So yeah, so we're just regenerating, we're getting ready. We got earbuds because who doesn't want earbuds? We do still have volume 1 of Natural Living. I'm hoping that it will get her to, like, level 4 maybe. Oh, never mind, she's off to work. As you guys see here, there is a luck system also, and we are just, like, tapping into what that means. She has been balanced this whole time, so I'm not entirely sure what the effects are if you're not balanced or, what your emotions have to do with that, or maybe your needs or something like that. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure. I'm still learning. We have only just touched the surface. So this here is the museum. Where's the door? There's gotta be a door, right? And I think this is the cutest thing I have ever seen. I'm sorry, what? Karen? Her name is Karen, and she is a fairy liaison. That is the funniest thing I have ever seen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, we are also still trying to do the fairy aspiration, and we are on the 2nd, um, we are on the 2nd milestone, sheet, and we have the glimmering fairy rank, so that's the 3rd rank, and right now we're just on glowing, which is rank 2. So we are almost there. We have used fairy dust to enchant 3 items, so we have done the plant twice. And right now we are doing the Mossvale Fairy Hub, okay? And that's where we're at right now. It is the Fairy Hub. We are visiting it 3 times. So we went and we're gonna take a bath there. There's actually quite a few options here. Collect fairy dust. Um, ooh, imbalance. Maria is imbalanced. Stays in a negative mood over a long period of time. Oh, she can use one of her elixirs to help her with this. Interesting. Oh, why so many daycare notifications? Okay, so here there's also, like, research fairy documents and stuff, which is, like, a whole other situation, you guys. I feel like we're gonna have to just ease ourselves into it, but now we're foraging, obviously, this is what's helping us for our natural living, and as you can see, it's divided, so we can do specific stuff for the apothecary table, we can forage for food, um, but yeah, there's so much going on, like I said, I don't even know if we're even scratching the surface of what is going on here. Okay, so the imbalance was just showing on the energy aspect here. She's got emotional force and energy. So I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not entirely sure. I do love the windows and doors. They are so earthy and they just add this like mystical forest vibe. Power sip, anyone? Maria badly needs rest. Okay, she can sleep on the ground. Oh, and sleeping on the ground adds to her skill? Excuse me? Okay, being imbalanced, I don't know. Looks like it's going down a bit, but it's locked to her energy here, which is kinda weird, I think. Oh, she gets tired faster when she's imbalanced. Okay, it's trying to show us, like, what it's affecting. Alright, we are gonna get her to go to work. She is feeling dazed. It's probably not wise. We probably should have had her work from home. So far, we have had her go to work. We have had her clients come to her for work. We have not tried the work from home option yet, so we will try that to see what exactly they would want us to do while we're working from home. Um, Alrighty. Oh, and they are exhausted the both of them, so, uh, yeah, I don't know what you need from me here. Oh, that was interesting. Meditate in nature. It's going through a mental fog. Like, I'm not exactly okay, so when she feels very imbalanced, she will face different ailments. So is the luck system only in relation to the ailments? That wouldn't make any sense because she was pretty balanced at the beginning when we got the gnome lore ailment. It's so interesting. It's such an intricate little setup. Alright, so we are going to age up the infant. We are going to become a toddler. Oh, we don't have wings. We don't have wings on the toddler, which is kind of sad, and there's no option to, share his wings. I think that would be so cute. Oh my goodness. Um, but yeah, so now we are in the toddler stage. So before we didn't really have any certain traits within the child, the newborns and the infants linked to the fairy nature. So we will see if the toddler will have anything. Oh, look, you can visit a naturopath for 1,500 simoleons. Considering she is learning to be a naturopath, I feel like I don't want to spend that kind of money because we worked so hard and I do want to update this house. Okay, so we are almost on level 4 of natural living. We do need level 5, obviously, and we also have to do the apothecary. This is quite time consuming. I'm wondering, like, what the best option would be for us. We're trying a little bit of everything. He's learning to control his emotions, emotional struggles. High Fae? High Fae lineage. Give Sims an additional fairy experience. Excuse? Because the reader in me, when I see High Fae, it's like the High Lord, Rhysand, Reese. I mean, listen, there is a little bit of me that is so excited to start some kind of legacy challenge with these people so that we can do dark phase, good fae, and yeah, there's a lot going on in my head, like, there are so many options, and I'm a reader, obviously, so, like, my favorite game and my favorite books all coming together to mash into one at this point. Super exciting. So, of course, now we have to make food because Reese has to eat. Whoa, what is happening here? Everything is broken. What happened? Is there a lot trait that I didn't pay attention to? That's weird. I mean, it's not weird that things are breaking, things break, but that's weird. What happened? Well, we're gonna fix this up, and we're gonna try and have Reese, like, wander until he reaches level 2 movement so that we can go up and down the stairs with him. One of the reasons why I normally have newborns, infants, and toddlers on the first floor of every home within my gameplay. Um, okay, and we do have her reading here, but I don't see the skill. She's not learning anything. Oh, we've probably reached the max for the book 1. Look at this little kid, he's so cute, look at his outfit. Mr. Summer Dream is wondering if I wanna go over to his house and hang out. I don't think that's wise. I just truly don't think that's wise. Um, but maybe next time? Depends on how feisty I'm feeling later. Because honestly, with the wife and the other kids, it's a little bit complicated, I feel. Oh, wait, he's here? Where? Let's have a dance party with him. So the other Fae that you see there, and it's like in the negative a little bit, that is the one that we absorbed the emotion, that it was too overpowering, and we did it without permission. So it caused some negative reactions there. And let's not forget the cross pack compatibility between the occults. I think that was probably one of my favorite things that I discovered, that fairies and werewolves naturally are easier to get along together. I think that this is something that should have been brought on with every single pack that we had, you know? Like, werewolves and vampires are always supposed to be at odds, you know? And so they should automatically just be, like, against each other and harder to get along with and stuff like that, and so that was super cool to see. Um, we also, were able to soothe the beast when, the werewolf came over and needed some help, and then we were able to water heal a mermaid. That was so cool. And don't mind me, I'm trying to find the new woohoo. Oh, offer to woohoo in the sky? Okay, do they actually fly up into the air here? Can you guys hurry, please? I wanna see what's happening. Okay. Oh, oh, wait, they're tiny. They're tiny. Wait, where'd they go? Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, that was quick, but there we are. Oh, he's gone now. Okay, so we just tried for a baby, guy, 'cause why not? Okay, why not? It will give us an opportunity to kinda use up different aspects of the fairy realm at this point. And I did create this in its own save file, so maybe we will come back to this eventually. Obviously, those of you who have been following along, we're doing, 200 baby challenges, we're doing the apocalypse challenge. There's a lot already going on in the channel, but I was just so excited for this pack. Like, the minute I loaded up and I saw the wings, I knew I had to I knew I had to do something, and coming in and oh, you've got to be kidding me. Honestly, lately with the burglars, like, what are you coming to burgle here, sir? That's right, you tell him or her. It's Robin Banks, isn't it? The police are on their way. Well, we've handled it. Thanks so much. Yeah, this pack has honestly been a beautiful surprise because, fairies are not on top of my list. I don't often play with supernaturals, and it's not anything against the supernaturals. It's just, you creatures of habit. I just always play the same thing, which is kind of why we're doing a bunch of challenges right now. Um, and this was a splendid little surprise because I feel like I wanna get lost in this neighborhood permanently. Okay, so we are foraging for ingredients, obviously, because we are trying to do everything. We're trying to do everything. Oh, we just got that notification again. Okay, so Reese is having troubles controlling his emotions, is what it keeps saying. The high fae lineage, that to me right there is just, like, another reason that I just love this so much. Um, but yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means that he can't control his emotions. Is there something I'm supposed to do about that? Is that, like, something that I'm supposed to cure? Or maybe, like wait, is it something that he's supposed to take? Is this an ailment? It doesn't seem to be because it's, like, coming and going, right? And he doesn't seem to have any physical attributes. I don't know, I don't know. This is so interesting. This is such a unique little magic system, like, unique little creatures. I love this. So, we are, of course, trying to keep up with with the dust, guys, the dust. Always a problem, the dust. I hear a lot of things from people that they don't love Bust the Dust and they think it's too much and I actually quite enjoy it. I think it makes it a little bit more realistic. Um, yeah, I don't know, I think it adds a little pizzazz. Sometimes a lot of pizzazz if you're not in control of it, but, it's a learning process. Okay, so now we need to sleep. I'm sleeping on the floor. I think it will help us a little bit in the long run to increase our natural living. Oh my goodness, she's flying around this town going to tell him again that she is indeed with child. Oh, he flew away. Sweetie, I don't think he's much bothered by that. I don't think he's bothered, but I think maybe his wife might be, so we'll figure that out later. This is the cutest little thing. We're speeding through it here, but having them floating with their wings out, I just think that is so whimsical. So I'm just like looking here. I want to see if there's anything in the reward store for fairies or anything to do with fairies. And it doesn't look like there's anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is anything, which is fine. I wish that there could have been something like, you know, some kind of reward trait where you could drink it and you would be like less, less likely to have ailments and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure, and maybe that's what the apothecary table is for. We haven't really figured out what all of the elixirs and cures are for. Rough rest, she's still learning how to sleep on the floor comfortably or on the ground, I should say. So, apparently, the higher your skill level will be, the more comfortable you will be sleeping on the ground. Interesting, interesting. There are so many things in here that I cannot wait to discover. I will say, though, I feel like she's working every day. I feel like she's working every day. Reese is a young fairy still learning to manage his emotions. Okay, she's gonna work from home. We are going to see what it requires of us. So, work from home is only craft 3 cures or elixirs. Well, that's pretty simple, I feel. Ooh, where is he? There he is. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure what we are supposed to do about this emotion thing, or this, like, in the long run, if we can't learn to control it, he's going to have, like, a negative outcome on life? Like, is this something that has to do with, like, confidence or, like, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. Like, what is this doing here? I feel like we are supposed to figure this out. I feel like it's a puzzle. What are we supposed to learn? He broke everything. Oh my goodness. He had, like, a wave of power flash through the house and break everything. He broke everything upstairs. Oh my goodness. Of all the things I was not expecting, the toddlers have gone rogue. Why do I love that, though? That is so cool. Okay, so the toddlers have power that they obviously need to learn to control, or we need to learn how to help them control it. He just, in a fit of rage or emotional rage or whatever you wanna call it, let out a wave of power that broke everything on the floor he was on. It's incredible. I mean, it's not great because 'cause you're constantly gonna fix things, but it has to be something that we can do. Maybe there's, like, an elixir, or maybe it's just about keeping him happy. Not entirely sure. We'll definitely have to figure that out. Like, our focus will end up having to be that at one point, but for now, I still wanna focus on the naturopath career, the aspiration, obviously, keeping an eye out on the toddler, trying to keep him from, like, taking the house down. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe we just need to try and keep him happy, and that is how he's going to control his emotions? I don't know. What a fine little puzzle. Alright, so we are still working from home, we are still working on our cures and elixirs, and actually this will help us in the long run, so if we make a bunch of different cures, then we can actually, um, see clients at our house and be ready for them when they get there. Okay, so he's tired now. We're gonna send him to bed. It doesn't look like he's having any angry emotions at this time. So we are gonna cross our fingers that our, plumbing and electrical items will survive the night. And we should be yeah, we did. We did all the cures and elixirs that we needed to. We are just studying. We are almost at level 5, so we are more than likely or hopefully going to see a promotion sometime soon. Okie dokie. So we're regenerating our emotions and hello, Mr. Summer Dream. And we are gonna sleep in there because she did not have a very restful sleep on the floor, and I feel like she could use a break at this point. I am still reeling from so many things that have happened since we started this, but the toddlers breaking everything and having no emotional control is just, like, one thing, and the relationship between the occults is something that I am truly, truly appreciating at this time. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, come downstairs, have some fun. Quickly, quickly before you break everything. Distract yourself. Okay, so um we are going to see what else we have in store from working from home. Um, it will be interesting how the wing system is passed down. I wonder if it'll be like a mix of the 2 or if it's passed down by color or by shape or oh my goodness, there's just so much I can't wait to see. So we are changing the style of the house, guys. At first, I was going to keep this, like, rocky looking situation, but I kinda wanna change the look of it. It's also giving us an opportunity to have a look at everything that the pack has to offer in terms of windows and wall coverings and the style of everything. So oh, I love this door. Oh, I love this door. Why can't I fit that there? What a beautiful archway. Okay. Right. So we are going to start off by replacing all of the windows so that the windows all look the same. I love this. Really want to make this house bigger, but okay, the house is kind of built a little bit wonky, but we will persevere. Okay. Um, I don't really like how that roof looks there, but hmm, interesting. Uh, yeah, I don't love this. The struggles. I want this to extend. It should all come together because it is one room and it is not. So we are going to go in and just build it, I guess. I still can't move that. Intersecting with the walls. I don't know what that means. You guys, I'm trying to build without move objects, and as you can see, the struggles are absolutely real. So we are going to curve this a little bit. I'm gonna repaint the walls. What is that? Holy moly, what is going on here? Alrighty. So we're gonna reframe the room to make it work for us. And then we will remove the walls again. All right, problem solved there. And oh, look at the beautiful swatches. Okay, so these are the colors of everything that we got. Oh, I like that. Very moody. So this is like a moss style wallpaper, I think. Oh, I just love this rock look. It is absolutely stunning with the moss in there. Very earthy. Okay. One more. Whew. Right. So that is the new style of the windows that we are going to choose. And this is the roof pattern. I quite like this. We got to get rid of that. And we are going to make this a bit smaller and extend. Okay. So we are, of course, trying to keep the same style, but updating it to something that fits better for us. Now, for the exterior, I wanted a bit more colorful. Hmm. Okay. So these are the floorings that we have. So these are all the different swatches of the rocks and the grass. We have some wood here. Oh, I like that. We're gonna get rid of those. Um, okay. So let's go back and figure out new swatches that match our new color system that we have going on. Okay, so we only have the mossy rocks to put as the foundation. I don't really want the mossy rocks for the foundation now that we've changed the outside, but we can probably pull off this horse ranch one. I know it's less Middle Earth and mystical, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking this. If we put that here and drag this over, we'll have a little bit of an overhang. Oh, yeah. Right. So now we're starting to style the house a little bit more my style. And we are going to bring the computer because we actually need it for our work from home assignment, which is design a balance program. So that's pretty interesting. And now we'll be able to do the daily task, obviously, uh, for work, which should help us once we can master these skill, guys. Oh no. Oh, Reese boy. Mm-mm. This is not okay. You can't be breaking everything, darling. The computer and everything. Honestly, child. Of all the things that I thought that the fairies could bring to the toddlers, more destruction. It's more destruction. Okay. And yet, they have not received the aggressive work. So let's just remember that, okay? Oh my goodness, I cannot get over the destruction. Actually, I think there is a quirk called disruptive or destructive or whatever that's called. This is crazy. Okay, so I have hired a repair guy to come fix the computer because honestly, we're busy and we need to gain our skills. Um, we are so close. He only fixed that. So I'm assuming nothing is broken upstairs. No, it looks like it's good. Dust bunnies are back though. Dust bunnies are indeed back. They are a task on themselves. You guys, this isn't easy maintaining things. I can't imagine having I don't know what we're gonna do with this next baby. We are busy. We are absolutely busy. And it is not an easy feat to learn these new skills, especially with other things going on. I like this actually. I like that it's not easy to do. Oh, you're so close. Oh, you're so close. Oh, perfect. A wee drink and momentary happiness. That is what she unlocked with level 5. Looks like she's leaning a little bit. I feel like her pregnant belly is kinda, like, pulling her forward just ever so slightly. Like, maybe she's not moving as quickly as she used to. Where is this kid going now? Did not prepare well for a toddler. We didn't get a high chair, we didn't get a potty, we didn't get anything. What just happened? Wait, is that one of the pixies, or is that another fairy absorbing emotions from whoever is at the door? So I did read when we enchanted the plant that we had, I read that if we enchant a plant too many times, it can bring forth pixies. So we haven't seen that yet, but I think that's so cool. Alright, so we are sleeping on the floor, trying to gather some of our natural living skill. We've updated the house a bit. We've got fairy dust falling all over the place by the fairy house. The toddler is essentially breaking things because he can't control his emotions. And of course, they're strong emotions because he is a high fae, because that's the kind of lineage he has, and I love it so much. So we're gonna collect this fairy dust, you guys, because the fairy dust is like gold. You can sell that for quite a bit, by the way. So always, always have the fairy dust. And obviously, it has other uses. We just haven't figured it out yet. We are a growing fairy. Oh, we reached the 3rd level. Okay, so we just have to finish um, enchanting something else so we can enchant this plant. Oh, no. Oh, no. It didn't survive. Oh, no, we're not a very good plant lover, are we? Okay, so we're gonna enchant this plant. Oh, harmonious. Let's choose harmonious. It brought forth a new aspiration for us. Oh, wow. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Oh, that's awesome. But until next time, see ya.